Hello everyone, my name is Monet Smith and today we will be discussing the College of Education Lesson Plan Template, and we will explain it thoroughly, each and every section. Once again, I'm Monet Smith. Today's June 22nd, 2025, and here we go. What will be discussed? So we went over our introduction. Hi you guys. And today we will talk about the different sections of the learning template. Classroom and student factors, grouping, standards, objectives, anticipatory set, means of representation, means of engagement, means of expression, differentiation, extension activities, homework, alignment and assessment data, technology integration, and then we'll close out with our references. Classroom and student factors / grouping. This section helps you consider your students' strengths, needs, and learning styles. This way that you are accommodating each and every one of your students, because we know that no student learns the same. It should include language levels, special education needs, behavioral supports, cultural background should be considered. Also, grouping decisions should be made whether or not you're going to be in pairs, small groups, have a whole group discussion, data and instructional goals. All of these things should be considered when you are thinking about classroom and student factors and grouping. Standards. Here is where you will list your state standards that your lesson will address. So you need to provide clear standards and learning objectives for assessments and activities that you will be teaching to your students. Your lesson should align directly with the standards so that you are making sure that you are meeting grade level expectations. Objectives. Your objectives should be specific and measurable. So students should be able to achieve these goals based on their age and grade level. The objective should be student-centered and aligned with the standards. So an example will be, students will be able to identify the beginning, middle, and end of a story using a graphic organizer by the end of the lesson. This states that students should be able to learn and identify the parts of a story by the end of the lesson that's measurable and observable. Anticipatory set is our prior knowledge activator. Show students a video, a picture, or simply ask questions to spark their curiosity. And this way you can use this as a filler to begin your lesson. The easiest way to do this will be to show your students a KWL chart, which is a know, want to know, and learned chart. In the K section, of course, which is your know, this is where you will put your prior knowledge. What do you already know? What does the students already know? W is what you want to know. So this is what I want to know before I go into the lesson, and then come back after the lesson has been taught and see what the students have learned. Means of representation, exactly what it says. Represent your students. So show them examples of visuals and videos or read alouds and anchor charts. Present content in different ways, and this is how you include universal design for learning, and it reaches all different types of learners. Means of engagement, same thing. Engage with your students. Have group discussions, one-on-ones, hands-on tests, interactive technology, activities and strategies you'll use to keep your students motivated. Means of expression. This is a way for the students to express what they are learning or what they have learned. So here you will allow your students to demonstrate what they learned. So it can be through a picture, a drawing, or it could be a written report about what they learned. You can even have students act out what they've learned. Differentiation. This is just different ways of tweaking your teaching style to accommodate the needs of your students. So ELLs is English language learners. Use visuals or sentence frames or bilingual support. Students with disabilities, provide assistive technology or extra time on activities. Give them something that sparks their mind, that makes them want to go the extra mile. Give them something complex. And early finishers always have something as a backup for them to do. extension activity or homework. Here, this is where you just expand on what you've already taught to the students to check for understanding. Alignment and assessment data. Your standards, objectives, activities, and assessments must all be aligned. If your goal is to structure your assessment, measure that, okay? Make sure that you use test scores or do formative check-ins with your students, but make sure that these things are aligned, and that way you can ensure that you are teaching your students everything that they need to know and you are aligned with the state standards. Technology integration. Moving on. Technology integration, it helps boost engagement, and you can use storytelling apps like Book Creator, or you can create a graphic designer, or you can even create a PowerPoint presentation like this one to explain to your students, or you can use interactive games like Kahoot. These are our references. I hope you enjoyed this video and I hope you were informed. Thank you. Lesson learned.